Hello, in this video I'm going to help you fix your two-handed backhand. Basically, this is your first tennis lesson about this shot. If you never played before, it's better for you because you don't have bad habits. And in this video I'm going to talk basically about the grip, how you should prepare the racket, the most important topics to focus or what you should focus in this shot, and also how you should move, because for me how you move is more important than even the technique is here that I want to start with you. The first thing you should focus when you do the two-handed backhand is the grip, and basically the grip is this hand, your right hand. If you are right-handed, of course, your right hand holds the racket this way, like imagine you shake hands to the racket, this, and then your left hand, you just relax here. Okay, and you hold the racket. Remember, in the beginning, you should be as relaxed as possible. But in the beginning, no, when you play tennis. But if you start playing tennis, it's basically impossible to be relaxed in something that you are not used to do. So it's normal that sometimes you need to force or looks a little bit forced because you're still not used to do this shot. Then, if you already have the right hand, basically, if you are left-handed, it's exactly the same. You shake hands with the left hand, and then this hand is behind, and you just close. Just one quick note here is, even though this is the right grip, it works with every player I work with and actually is super good. I cannot play with this grip, and my own grip is a little bit more closed, but I don't want to talk about this. It's just in case you see my backhand is not what I teach, because it wouldn't work for you. Then the most important thing is to understand the difference between the forehand and the backhand. If you follow me here or if you are subscribed on this channel, you understand that when we do the forehand, we do split step and one step to this side, and you rotate your shoulders here with this step, and your racket is up. On your backhand, I recommend exactly the same, basically because in later stages I like to do one forehand, or you to do one forehand with more topspin and one backhand a little bit more flat, because I feel that this is the best way to approach. And backhand you can block more balls, hitting the balls when the ball is bouncing up, while in your forehand you can actually make the difference, play heavier and attack even more. So basically the difference between forehand and backhand in this first step is that you do split step and one step to this side, you rotate your shoulders, racket is up because of the grip, and on your backhand you do split step and one step to this side. Here also important to note that when I started my journey, and also because my coach teach me this way, I started by learning the backhand, doing a little loop and then playing. This might help you as well. You can do both, but I find out that this strategy works with 100% of players, while if you do this, sometimes some players don't like it and it doesn't work with them. So this option that I'm going to teach in this video works with 100% of the players. So you do the split step here with a base that is a large base here, and you know that the split step is on your toes, not on your flat foot. That's why I always like to repeat this. And then when you do the first step here is to the side. That's why I like to start on the line, because if you start on the line and you do the split step here, you have the reference for the first step. I don't want this first step here, I don't want back, because for now you are just starting. So you do this step here, powering this leg, and you rotate your shoulders. And what I like to see here is this arm a little bit stretched, and this one usually is a little bit bent. Even though we see some players hitting like that, I don't like it. I like when this is stretched here, you see from this side above the shoulder. And what I also like to ask you is to have this bottom of the racket pointing to the other side of the net. Usually if you are a kid, or even for you if you are an adult, is a good reference. Is imagine this is the eye of the racket, and the eye needs to point to the other side in the end, and when you finish in the end should also point to the other side. So you do this. Okay, another point here is I like to ask you to have the forearm close to your abdomen, because it's going to be easier for you in the beginning. Remember, the closer you hit, more convenient or better it is for you in the beginning, even though later you want to play with more distance in front of you to put even more weight against the ball. So again, first step here, rotate your shoulders, forearm close to the abdomen here, and this the bottom of the racket pointing to the other side. This is the first step. Then what we do is I ask second step, you do this, and then from here you just hit the ball in front of you, and you're gonna finish. And if you notice this leg here, I just hit, okay, here, and then when you hit to finish, this leg goes up like that. Okay, and I don't want it to move for now, so I don't want it to go forward. This is the first step, and here you should always stop in the first position in the beginning. Always do second, and the second you do when the coach feeds the ball. So the coach feeds the ball, you do 2, play, and then you need to finish, and you need to stop here in the end. And what I want you to focus in the end is to have this eye of the racket pointing to the other side of the racket, racket up, okay, not this, not too close to the body, and always stop in this position. And then just repeat again. If you already can do 5, 10, 15 well, you can go to the second progression where you do 1, 2, double step. Okay, we call double step, but it's just one step. And then when you hit, you can just hit and stay again because you introduce the double step. Double step basically is used, let's say you run to the side and then you stop, the ball is not coming, you can do double step and approach. So this step is going to be really useful either in your backhand or on your forehand. So it's important to learn this. And I don't want you to go play and move forward for now or when you start, because if you move forward when you start to don't feel this as a necessity, but as it feels like a little bit forced. That's why I don't want. What I do is after you do 1, 2 double step, play and stay, what I do is I feed shorter balls, and when I feed shorter balls, for you to finish this ball, you need to finish and you need to fall naturally. And when you fall naturally, you start to work on this. So basically you do 1, 2 double step, you play, and then if it's natural, if you really play the ball in front of your body, here with distance between the racket, the body and the ball, to finish the shot, you need to move forward. And then when you move, I ask you to stop, and then we work the recovery, that is 1, 2, split step. Of course, if you hit this ball here, you can hit and then keep moving to the net, but in this case, I want you to go back, and to go back is always this first step cross, side step, split step. And this basically is the basic movement. 1, 2, double step, 1, 2, and then recover, 1, 2, split step. Of course, a little bit better, more to the side. I want you to play the ball on your side, not in front of you. I just have my phone there. I'll try again a little bit higher. 1, 2, double step. Here, almost break my phone, but then you move forward, sorry, I forgot. And then 1, 2, split step, always looking to your opponent when you recover. So you do this, and while you recover, your eyes are there, because if you look to the middle, if you do this, he's gonna play the ball here and you're gonna fall. So this is super important to focus. Again, remember, shake hands here and this hand relax. Remember when you start also to play more balls cross court, 2 or 3 meters over the net, just to play safe. And this is really important to focus. When we do this footwork, you can start working to the side. That is exactly the same, with the difference that when you do this moving forward, usually you move forward when you hit. And when you do to the other side, you do the first step again, 1, and then you do 2, 3, 4. And when you play and usually you fall to the side, not forward. And then you recover, 1, 2, split step. So then you can start developing this ball. I just need 4 more balls. And you do to the side. I can do one hand because I have balls. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're gonna play. You finish and then you recover, 1, 2, split step. Then, of course, if you learn, this is your first lesson, so you always keep your backhand grip. So you hit the ball, 1, 2, and backhand grip always on your hands. Then later, if you already play better, I want you to do the backhand here. And when you do 1, 2, split step, you already have the forehand grip on your hand. This is just a short notes for you to understand a little bit better. This is the basic. These are the basic 2 footworks to learn. And then only then, when you know this, you can start learning something else. About the technique, focus on this first step and keeping your hand here. Always run with the racket here and avoid to have the racket on this side of the racket of the body. I don't want to see the ball here, always here. And always run with the racket here. Okay, stop, play and finish. Only later, when you already know how to play better, you can do 1 step, rotate a little bit, and you rotate while you run to create more the momentum and accelerate more, yes. So if you have any question, let me know here. Just to say also that I'm gonna do the next video about the most common mistakes you do when you start learning this shot. And if you have any doubt also, you can comment here, or you can wait for the next video and complement this, because that mistakes that you do and everyone does, it's really important to understand why you do it and how to fix them to avoid many more mistakes. And even though I talk about the backhand on this video, if you are a beginner, and more important, if you are a beginner and if you have a good fitness, of course you can cover all court with your forehand, because every ball that comes from the other side from other beginners are always slow, never fast. So you always have time to go around and hit this shot that we call inside out or inside in. Basically is when you run away from the backhand to hit one forehand. You have many videos on my channel to work on this shot, and that I really recommend for you. But in the beginning you need to know that backhand is super important as well, even or at least mentally, and that more backhands you do, better you become. That's why I always say, even for myself, of course my forehand is much better, but because I hit more, maybe, I don't know, 1,000 times more forehands than backhands. That's why my forehand is also 1,000 times better. And then just to finish this video, that I really like to do backhand more flat. So you just play and even go with the racket this way here. Even though in the beginning I like when you do a little bit of top spin, you do this top spin and you bend more the racket, okay? But this is another topic also, because if you start to do more this, you start to open the head of the racket and you do more mistakes. So you really need the coach there. That's why we work with you on the court or online, and it's really important to know what you are doing, and it's really important to stop the first position in the end, and in the beginning and in the end, because when you stop you need to move forward and stay in this direction, like this, instead of finishing like this, like in this position, or going back. That is even worse. So basically there are already too many things. I always like to talk about these topics, and I end up talking more than what I need. So focus on footwork, focus on these basic techniques, basic parts that I mentioned, and that's pretty much what you need. Let me know if you have any questions, and if not, I'll see you in another video. Thank you.